Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up once again. Swift has officially chosen Linea, which is on the Ethereum blockchain, over XRP. And I just want to talk about how you have to be careful with things that are going viral on social media. Now, what we're looking at is CoinMarketCap. This is Linea, okay? Now, Linea is on the Ethereum blockchain, and they are using this to, or as the technology, as the blockchain technology for the cross-border payment system, to integrate into the Swift system. Now, if I head over to the Swift homepage, Swift introduces blockchain-based ledger. So as you can see here, Swift introduces blockchain-based ledger, and this was put out on September 29th, which was yesterday. At Swift, our mission has been to continually, real quick before we get to the rest of the video, I want to introduce you all to Grape, which is the first Web3 infrastructure for a decentralized internet. Grape has two proprietary technologies, Vine and they will improve the adoption of Web3 and push it to the next level of Web4. Vine formulates the transaction tree without hitting linear limitations or bottlenecks, and is an AI interface that improves the interaction with each of Grape's services. The primary goal of Grape is to create a fully decentralized infrastructure. Grape's platform allows the launch of any Web3 decentralized applications. Now here is the CEO going into further detail about how great Grape is.
All right, guys, I am here to talk about Grape Coin, or GRP. There are 5 reasons why I believe Grape will be a top 20 coin within 6 months. Number 1, Grape is the most powerful chain ever created. Every single user node adds 1,000 transactions per second. So it is infinitely sustainable with 100 million, 200 million, even 500 million transactions per second within possibility. Why is that a big deal? Number 2, it is a big deal because Grape's chain's main use case is powering a completely decentralized internet economy, essentially running a mass adoption Web3 by having a chain powerful enough to allow the most complex and crazy real-world games and applications to go on-chain. This is Web4 in a big way. Number 3, there are 2 big announcements coming. One of them is a partnership with an AI company, and this partnership will allow apps to be created in seconds on Grape Chain with only a few prompts. That's huge because no one has ever done it before, but also because it can lead to thousands of applications being created on Grape Chain within even the first week. Okay, so the second announcement is literally them working with a country, and in my opinion, it is unparalleled. Number 4, GRP has half the circulating supply of Bitcoin, so its supply is tiny. And number 5, it is about to be relaunched. And you might say, like, why is a relaunch massive? Well, if you've seen other coin relaunches like Matic to Polygon, it surged 7,000%. And that's because it's taking something proven that we've seen the market with before and fixing the issues that it had and then relaunching into something better. GRP was trading at almost $1,000 a coin without any of the functionality that it has and without any of the announcements that it has. Right now you can buy it cheaper than $3 before the relaunch, which is currently at its lowest price. And that is why I believe Grape will lead the market next year.
Innovate and elevate the cross-border payments experience. Today, we are taking a pivotal step forward, adding a blockchain-based shared ledger to our technology infrastructure. This landmark initiative, announced at SIBO 2025 in Frankfurt, will extend Swift's trusted platform into a digital environment, unlocking the potential for instant and always-on transactions at global scale and accelerating the industry's transition to digital finance across more than 200 countries and territories. I am very pleased to announce that we will add a blockchain-based ledger to our technology infrastructure to allow for a trusted movement of tokenized value across the digital ecosystem, Swift CEO Javier Perez Tasso said, noting that the addition may be surprising to some. You may think, wow, aren't those opposites? Swift and blockchain, TradeFi and DeFi? Can they really go together? In the regulated system of the future, we believe they can. Banks are ready for it, and they're asking for us to play a bigger role. Setting a new benchmark for digital payments. Swift, together with a group of over 30 global financial institutions, has begun designing and developing a shared digital ledger with the first use case focused on real-time 24/7 cross-border payments. The blockchain-based shared ledger, a secure real-time log of transactions between financial institutions, will start with a conceptual prototype with consensus. It will record, sequence, and validate transactions and enforce rules through smart contracts. Now, a lot of people were under the assumption that this was going to be XRP. And the only reason why, or one of the only reasons why people thought this is because of viral tweets, right? People make stuff up on social media, put these things out. And don't get me wrong, XRP is a great technology. But for years, people have been talking about XRP being integrated into the SWIFT system. And as you can see here, XRP was not chosen. And this brings me to my original point that I stated in the original, or in the beginning of the video, is that you have to be careful. Influencers, whether they're on Twitter, whether they're on Instagram, whether they are on YouTube, put these things out just to go viral, okay? Because cryptocurrency and blockchain technology have a cult following, and people are married to these ideas that come from viral tweets that really have no basis, or they really don't have it doesn't come from the horse's mouth. This is on the Swift website. This came directly from the horse's mouth. So, a lot of people are pouring money into XRP. I own XRP. That's totally fine. It's a great technology. But when people speculate, okay, that is when you start to see people incur losses. Now, for me, I mostly trade crypto futures in addition to purchasing these coins. But I'm not married to any cryptocurrency, okay? If I see an opportunity to short a cryptocurrency, I will short it and still make money. If I see an opportunity to buy cryptocurrency, I will buy those coins, but I will also place a futures trade, which puts me in a larger position to have more cash to purchase more coins, okay? So all in all, I just want to point out the fact that you have to be careful with the information floating around. I see this with all of these coins. There's speculation. Oh, this particular crypto company is going to partner with this company, and then they're going to do this and do that and do this, and it's going to make it go to the moon, right? And generally, it doesn't happen. There's always somebody who's on this date and this time, and this is when it's going to happen, and it never happens, okay? Or nothing happens. And I just use the Beck network as an example. They had a partnership with Deutsche Bank. People thought that was going to send it to the moon. Well, it went down. Okay. I shorted the Beck network. In my last video, I showed the proof. I think I picked up like $5,500. And that helps me, my crypto business, being able to have a business that is sustained, that can operate on its own. I shorted Zebek, made 5,500. Well, now I can take that 5,500 and buy more Zebek without using money from my other income sources. But I never look at these rumors and think that they are true. I always take them with a grain of salt. And the reason why is because you have average people making this stuff up on social media that have large followings, okay? Swift has chosen who they're going to use. Now, in the future, they may still partner with the XRP. We really don't know until we hear from the horse's mouth, right? But at the same time, obviously, XRP, Ripple is building their own system, right? But Swift is the largest financial system, in the world, and it connects every bank. Anytime you wire money, you're using the Swift system. So, they want to integrate blockchain in there to make it faster, to make it 24/7. Anybody that has ever sent a wire transfer knows you can only send wire transfers during certain times. You can't do it on the weekend, right? So we'll see how this test and this partnership goes. I'm pretty sure it will go well. They'll learn a lot. They'll be able to improve, obviously, right, to make people's lives better. And this has actually caused more money to flow into Linea, okay, which is owned by this particular company. And if you actually go to the website and we click on consensus, so you can see right here, the Ethereum company, okay? So I just wanted to just bring you all the information. You got to be careful out here. Get news from the horse's mouth. and not from somebody on Twitter that is just speculating for views. And again, it's your boy, the Crypto Goon, the one, never the two. Shout out to all my goons. Crypto Goon, out.